Type 1 in chat if you know what a femboy is. I assume basically every single one of you do, because femboys are kind of a meme here on the left, you know? Oh wow, yeah, you all know what a femboy is. Okay. So I feel like I should clarify before this video that I have absolutely no animosity towards femboys in the slightest. In fact, many of my best friends are femboys, such as my good friend Conyer here. This is him. This is him being a femboy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, chat. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Who here knows what that shirt is? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's a Destiny fan. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, Conyer is a liberal. I'm just kidding. But you know, I have all the respect in the world for femboys, okay? I have no animosity in my heart for them. However, we're going to be covering a video today by a YouTuber named Rose of Dawn. She's basically a true scum Blair White wannabe who, unfortunately has more subscribers than me. Wait, how long has she been doing this? Maybe... What's like her viewership? Here, we're gonna see. But, oh wow, she gets really good viewership. Holy fuck. Dude, one day I'll be pulling views like this. One day. We'll see. How long has she been doing this for? Oh my god, she made so many videos on Jessica Yaniv. That's where she got her fan base from, didn't she? It's the Jessica Yaniv videos. Why critique the trans community? She's been doing it for 2 years. Okay, well, I've only been doing this political thing for, like, almost a year, and I'm already almost at her sub count. I don't get her viewership, so that sucks, but we'll surpass her soon. Okay. Whew, oh boy. This video is called Femboys versus Trans Activists. I don't know if there's, like, some meme about, like, some animosity between the trans community and femboys. I don't think there is, considering like the majority of my community are like lefties and trans and also love femboys. So, I mean, I don't feel like this is a thing that happens. I'm a trans femboy. There are trans femboys in my chat, so we're gonna see what this video is all about. I'm excited. Let's go. Hit me with it.
Give it up, gonna be alright.
I'm sure a lot of you have heard
Oh shit, she talks in front of a camera like I do. Poggers. Alright, hit me with it.
of the transgender umbrella. For those who haven't, I am sorry, I'm going to have to introduce this to you. It's effectively a concept that encompasses any
Transgender umbrella. Transsexuals, male to female, ambigender, bigender. Yeah, basically transgender is a term that specifies people. It's basically a term, transgender, the definition of transgender, is anyone who identifies as a gender different from the one they were assigned at birth. You have cisgender, people that identify with the gender they were assigned at birth. For example, I'm cisgender. You know, when the doctor took me out of my mom when I was in the hospital, they said, "You're a boy," and then I was raised as a boy, and I still identify as a boy. This is unrelated to your sex, although usually your gender is assigned to you based on your assigned sex at birth as well. While transgender refers specifically, or I should say broadly, to a range of identities simply differing from the gender identity that was assigned at birth. So yeah, that's the transgender umbrella. I mean, if you disagree with this definition of transgender, you disagree with the with academia, you disagree with the medical consensus, you're arguing from feelings at this point. There is no data to back up an opinion contrary to this interpretation of the term transgender.
individual who crosses over or challenges their society's traditional gender roles or expressions. Previously, this only really referred to transsexual people, that is, those with gender dysphoria, but the trans activists have been fighting a quite successful war at getting that pesky diagnosis removed, enabling anyone to say that they are trans, including masculine women, feminine men,
Oh wow, this person's like a serious dumb piece of shit. Hey guys, let me know if the video is too loud. It's kind of ear raping me at the moment. I feel like it might be a bit loud. So what this person just said is absolutely unfounded. There's no data, no science, no nothing to back up anything that this lady said. Bit too loud? Alright, I'll take care of that. Thank you, chat. So like I said, there was never a point in time... Yeah, she is a true scum. There was never a point in history where the medical community said that to be transgender, you have to identify as a binary gender identity, and you have to have gender dysphoria, and you have to pass to a certain degree. Like I'm pretty sure this lady just referenced masculine presenting trans women as an example, so I'm pretty sure she's talking about like trans women who don't pass too well. So that's kind of interesting. Literally nothing in the definition of transgender recognized by the medical community necessitates any of these things to be wrong. She's lying right now. There was no point in history where the medical community was like, yeah, so to be transgender means you identify as a gender, or you identify as either a man or a woman, and you have gender dysphoria. There was no point in history where that's what the medical community thought. And the way that she's framing this, that trans activists are pushing this idea or this definition, if you think that the plurality of data and studies and the scientific consensus is the trans activists, then sure.
Two-spirit, third gender, gender queer, drag queens and kings, cross-dressers, transvestites.
I should clarify, drag queens and kings, that probably doesn't fall underneath the transgender umbrella on its own. There are plenty of cis people that will like do drag as performative because they enjoy it, because it's performative. But their gender identity, they identify as cis. They identify as the same gender they were assigned at birth. They aren't trans. They just like to dress up and engage performatively. So to be fair, and obviously trans people can do drag and be drag kings or queens, but to be a drag king and or queen itself does not make you trans unless you are trans.
Transvestites, you name it, they fall under the umbrella now. And it is quite interesting because the whole idea behind this umbrella is to respect everyone's gender identity. That whatever you say...
I really hate British people. I'm sorry, but she has the most British teeth in the world. I'm not going to be able to go a whole 12-minute video. Listen, body shaming, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, fucking your asses off, chat. I'm sorry, but she's British, and I can't not point this out. Holy shit. I feel like I'm gazing into the gaping maw of the Sarlacc pit from Star Wars. God, I hate British people so much. I'm sorry. Fucking Brit bongers.
You are, everyone has to accept it without question. That this is how that you get non-binary people, for example, who don't do any kind of transition, but people will flip out at you if you refer to them as anything but a they, them. Now,
I really hate people like this that'll say, like, that they're very vague with their language, because they can't really point to any concrete examples. Thank you, Virgin Centrist, for the $5. I appreciate it, buddy. And thank you for the heart. I love you too, buddy. I really hate when reactionaries do this. They'll, like, gesture vaguely at, Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, that was just a donate. Yeah, alright. They'll, like, gesture vaguely at, like, an idea. Oh, fuck, that was somebody buying merch earlier? Someone bought a Xander Hall logo baseball cap and said, you made me want to buy this. This is proof that, I can't read the rest of that, but hey, I appreciate it. Thank you for being one of the first merch purchasers. I appreciate it, buddy. Regardless. Yeah, reactionaries will do this where they, like, vaguely gesture at, like, oh, if anyone speaks out of line, they get attacked by the hegemonic LGBT horde. And it's like, yeah, free speech, dude. If you say something that pisses people off, they're gonna shit talk you, or they're going to argue against you. But you just want to say whatever and piss a bunch of people off and think that you're not gonna get any, like, backlash from it? That's free speech, bro. First Amendment. Well, yeah, but I mean, this lady doesn't care about the First Amendment. She's British, you know? But, like, still, that's what free speech is all about. If you say something that pisses people off in the marketplace of ideas, people who are pissed off in the marketplace of our ideas are going to call you out for it. I hate this, like, weird, vague gesturing to like, a hegemonic LGBT agenda.
Now, some groups in this umbrella don't really sound that they belong there. A good example is masculine women. Are you really going to tell a group of butch lesbians that they're actually not women? I don't think that's really going to go down.
No, who's doing this? If they're women and they just present masculinely, they're just mask women or butch women. They identify as the same gender. If they identify as the same gender they were assigned at birth, they are by definition cisgender. If they don't identify as the same gender they were assigned at birth, then they are trans by definition. Listen, guys, I'm not pushing any like weird anti-science agenda here. I am literally going strictly hardline by the definitions of these terms. You can Google it yourself. You can look it up. This is not difficult. All you have to do is look up the word transgender, and we have this beautiful tool called Google, and it shows you what these words mean. It's so easy. It's that easy to find out the definition of these words. To be fair, the graphic she was... wait, sorry. Sandra Hall, to be fair, the graphic she has would say these would be transgender people when they may not identify as such. I don't care about the graphic she brought up on screen, Sydney Speaks. Like, it looked like some fucking boomer comic. I don't give a shit about that. We're talking about hardline definitions and like medical consensus here. This lady's just making shit up.
Down very well. There's one particular group, however, that I've been wanting to talk about for a while. I finally get the chance to. And it's funny the way in which they wind up the trans activists. And that is traps. Yes, I finally get to talk about traps in a legitimate video for my channel. So what's a trap? Well, a trap is effectively a guy who wants to look as feminine as possible, but is still very happy with being a guy. In fact, they like the...
Okay. This is a complicated discussion, alright? Chat, I need you all to stop reading here. Listen. Okay. We've got 3 categories here we have to talk about, and it's very, very important we discuss this correctly. On one end, you have trans women. Trans women are, in every definition of the word, women. Even if they just started identifying as a woman a day ago, and they haven't taken any estrogen or gotten any surgeries, to be a woman is to identify as a woman. That's how gender identity works. And they are women. Alright? Then you have Femboys. Femboys. Oh shit, Kathy Songbird, thank you for the $10. I'll read that in a minute because I have to do that. I cannot let myself be interrupted with this line of thought, please. Femboys are cisgender men that identify as men. They were assigned male at birth. I guess you could probably be like a trans man too and be a femboy. I'm pretty sure that exists. You could even be non-binary. But usually, like generally from what I've seen, you can be a cis man, boy, assigned male at birth, you know, and you just like to express yourself in a more feminine way. Like Conyer, who we saw at the beginning, they said that they're very big in favor of the femboy aesthetic, and that's why they dress that way. So yeah, you've got femboys. They can be trans, but to be a femboy does not necessitate you to be trans. And then you have what she is describing as self-proclaimed traps here. Now, the reason why this is a difficult thing to talk about is that trap is oftentimes used as a pejorative slur towards trans women. The main idea behind it is that trans women are just men pretending to be women, trying to trick straight men into having sex with them. That's usually the implication of using the slur trap. Now, it originates from anime. Fuck, what's the... There's like one character everyone points to. Felix... He's a character, his name's Felix, and he's from a fucking anime. What's it called? Chat, help me. Help me, chat. His name's Felix, and he's from an anime where... Astolfo is his name? No, Felix ReZero. Yeah, thank you. Okay, this character. Alright? So, the term trap, from my knowledge, originates from the anime scene, okay? Now, I'm not a big anime guy. I've watched one anime. I've watched one anime in my entire fucking life, okay? And that was Death Note, alright? And so, this character, from my knowledge, is a dude. Like, not a trans woman, not a girl, but like, just a dude that just dresses very femininely. And this character in the anime scene would be described as like a trap, okay? But regardless of that, the term is still used quite liberally as a pejorative insult towards trans women. Overwhelmingly.
I managed a drag bar. For the most part, trans people who have started hormone therapy are usually barred from doing drag. At that point, they are considered to not be an actual impersonator, if that makes sense.
Interesting. Thank you for the dono. I appreciate it. I'll read those. I'll read all of them in a minute. Don't worry, chat. So this is basically where the term trap originates from. So I'm assuming that's what we're talking about here with these guys, because I assume the people that are being shown in the video here, I can't know for sure. Rose of Dawn seems like the person that would lie and like maybe like post videos of like trans girls dancing in anime schoolgirl clothes and say these people are traps. I feel like that's something she would do from what I've heard about her and what we've seen so far. But assuming, if we believe her and we go along with what she said, this dude is a dude that just likes to dress up like a girl and identifies as a trap. And yeah, if they identify as a dude and that's the gender they were assigned at birth, then I guess they're cis. All right, that's what I'm assuming here. All right, that's the distinction we need to make. Now I'll read some donos really quick just so we get them out of the way. Keto and Crime, thank you for the $20 super chat. I really appreciate it. And yeah, you're the one that commented or donated about the drag bar a second ago. Thank you, I appreciate it, dude. Kathy Songbird, thank you for the $10 donation. God damn. This is the first time I've been here for a while. Online school and babysitting ate up so much time. Missed you like crazy, Xander. Glad notifications are back and you're hanging on through all of this. Hey, I really, really appreciate it. And your donations and your support are very much appreciated. I really, really do. I'm very grateful. All right, let's continue.
The idea that they are a guy who looks like a girl. A lot of this normally comes from anime. There's some quite
Guys, I haven't watched this video. Holy shit. Elgis, thank you for the 666. I appreciate it, my satanic friend. Isn't so-called Felix from ReZero actually called Ferris and a trans woman? I don't think so. From everything that I've seen, that character is not trans. I don't know. Oh, she is? Oh, okay. Well, I guess my example is wrong. But she brings the example up on screen too. Okay, and either way though, ReZero must be based then. But like I said, I've seen one anime and that's Death Note, alright? So, you know. But thank you for the 666, my friend. Don't forget Seal from Guys, I've seen one anime, and that is Death Note. I have no idea what the fuck you guys are talking about. Literally no clue what these anime characters are that you're talking about. I don't know.
This normally comes from anime. There's some quite famous anime.
Wait, so why is she... So if what you guys are telling me is true, and this character is, like, canonically a trans girl and not, like a femboy, then is she just lying here showing Ferris, I guess their name is, on the screen? Yeah, honestly thought you'd be a weeb? Fuck no, I've seen one anime, like I said. Alright, I guess she's just using a bad example here, but how cool is it that that was the first example that came up, and we had me and Rose of Dawn, we have like a mental link right now, and we both thought of the same example when talking about this. It depends on interpretation. The joke is in the Vegas.
Purging my white name in the honor of anime cat girls.
Damn, Adriana, 69. Ha, sex number, nice. Thanks for the tier 1 sub, I really appreciate it, and thank you for helping to contribute to the white name genocide in my chat. It's really nice. Alright, let's go.
Quite famous anime characters. I'm not the biggest weeb in the world, so I can't really name all of them, but if you know a lot about anime, you've probably come across...
God, anime is just shameless. Shameless! Hey, Usman Mir, thanks for the $2 Canadian. Hey again, man, you keep doing you. I appreciate it, Mir. Thank you.
Across quite a few of them in your time. Now, they would...
Wait, they're referring...
Hey again, man. You keep doing you.
Wait, in this clip, I don't know if things change as the show goes on. I don't know, like, what this show's deal is, but this is literally the translation right here. Yes, he is a knight, Felix Argyle. Wait, chat, listen, I'm not a fucking weeb or anything, so I have no idea what this show is all about. Do we have any weebs in chat that can confirm or deny if this character is canonically trans? Please. The dude is a transphobe? Guys, I don't know if I believe you, though. I don't feel like this really popular anime... Wait, really? Guys, are you fucking with me? I feel like you're fucking with me. It's only in the books. Ferris is a chick. Okay, I don't know who's. Are you? No, we're googling it. No, we're fucking. I hate you all. I really do. I need to know. I have to know at this point. Oh my god! There's a this is part 2 of a 2-part video.
Hey, this is a re-upload because
Felix Argyle is not a trans girl, part 2 out of 2. Oh my god. Still a cute boy? Okay, I... Wait, but this says that they are. Canon status. Canon question. Maybe question mark. Maybe not question. Nobody knows. Okay. Thank you, NLG99, for the $3. I appreciate it, buddy. This happens a lot in anime where there's a character who's very much implied to be trans, but isn't really outright said. Okay, listen. We're not doing this. It's not canon. It's literally just speculative. It's like a maybe, maybe not. It's like the mystery of what's under Double D's hat and Ed, Ed and Eddie. You guys remember? It hints at that in the manga. I don't give a shit. You guys remember Ed, Ed and Eddie? Who here is like a real boomer that watched that when they were a kid? Who here remembers Ed, Ed and Eddie? I want to see hypers. I want to see them. Hell yeah. Remember the mystery of what's under Double D's hat?
Femboy discourse will kill me. Why are they all racist?
Wait, what? Wait, Bernie Sandinista, thank you for the $5, but I've yet to see any, like... I know there's the what's his name? Lolly Socks, the femboy that Nick Fuentes is fucking. I know he's racist, because you know, he's fucking Nick Fuentes, but... Or getting fucked by Nick Fuentes. We don't really know the dynamic of their sex life, but there are some racist femboys, but I don't know. I don't think this is really like a overwhelming thing. Wait, there are so many Nazi femboys? Oh shit. What's under Double E's hat? I feel like he has cornrows under his hat. I don't know. So is this like Felix Argyle, whether or not they're trans or whatever? Is that like the big mystery of the show? Because I know nothing about it, but regardless, we're gonna continue.
Quite easily fit under this trans umbrella, shouldn't they? I mean, they are men who are crossing over or challenging their gender identity.
Wait, no, they're not. Wait, I mean, they can challenge social norms for their gender identity. That doesn't necessarily make them trans, at least not under the current definition of transgenderism. If they still identify as the gender assigned at birth, they don't fall under the trans umbrella. They don't identify as trans. They're just challenging the social expectations of their gender identity. I mean, let's be real. In most societies, men are expected to be masculine and butch and big and dominating and domineering, and you know what I mean. While women are expected to be submissive and soft and gentle and so on and so on. And so femboys, while still identifying as men, or I mean, there are trans femboys, but we're talking mostly about cis femboys here, because I'm pretty sure that's what she's referring to. They still identify as men, they're just challenging the expectations of their gender identity. Doesn't necessarily make them trans.
Not really, they're just men who want to be as girly as possible. But
I mean, I don't disagree with this, but I imagine she's going to, like, strawman some argument. Like, she's going to try to straw... Thank you, Micklesad, for interrupting my stuttering there. Thank you for the $5. Says, you should watch Baka and Test, where they bully a cross-dressing guy by denying his gender and ignoring his protests? Wait, why would I want to watch that? That sounds depressing. But, I'm probably not taking anime suggestions, guys. I've got a lot of things to do, a lot of things to watch. Who knows, maybe if quarantine really starts to whittle away at my soul, I might dip into the degenerate hell world of anime. We'll see. Thank you so much for the $5, Micklesad. I really appreciate it. No, I feel like she's about to try to, like, strawman the trans community into, like, some position of, like, no, femboys have to be trans, and if they don't like it, then they're transphobic. Like, this isn't the thing that's happening. But, what?
the trans activists don't necessarily like this. I mean, hell, if you look at this particular picture of the trans umbrella, you'll see there's a man pointing out that it's not for anyone else to...
No one can tell you how to identify. You get to decide that for yourself. Interesting. But just because I'm a masculine woman, does that mean I'm transgender? But why is she just bringing up like a... This looks like a boomer comic. Like look at it. Like even the text isn't cut properly. There's like little bits of... Like in Adobe Photoshop or whatever, they didn't even do a good job of cutting out the, like, they didn't fill in the white in between the letters here. This is just some fucking, like, it's not a boomer comic. It looks like she pulled it straight from Tumblr. Like, why is she bringing this meme up as an example of, like, an overarching problem that she has with the trans community? I know for a fact she's not, like, projecting some or trying to address some, like, serious issue she sees in the trans community, like attacking femboys, because this isn't happening. And also, she has, like, a massive pattern of doing nothing but attacking trans people. That's literally all that these fucking people do. Attacking Jessica, a video on Jessica Yaniv in 2020, and fucking in April of 2020, a video on Jessica Yaniv. Like, holy shit. We've got Jessica Yaniv, Cat Black, this video, another Jessica Yaniv video, a video about coronavirus, where I assume she's gonna say the media overblows it or something. I have no idea what this is. How to fucking transition. Seems interesting. Drag queens and children aren't a great mix. Oh boy, we're talking about that later in the stream, so stick around. Like, this is nothing but attacking trans people, defending Ariel Scarcella and Blair White. The trans family is a political stunt. Non-binary is meaningless. Like, I think we know the agenda this lady is trying to push. I think we can probably guess it.
Put down your identity other than yourself. That, you know, your identity is what you say, and that's it.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't really surprise you that there is actually quite a high number of trans activists out there who think that actually traps are trans women, or just trans women who haven't quite realised that they're trans.
Okay. This is such a complicated issue, right? Because there is a possibility that if you're like, okay, for starters, there's a few arguments we gotta take apart there. What do we mean by a high number? Are we seeing, like, massive public figures that represent the trans community and trans activism saying, femboys are trans, and if they don't like that, then tough luck? Like, that's not something that's happening. This isn't like an epidemic happening in the trans activist community. And on top of that, there is probably an argument to make that they're eggs. I mean, I think, okay, do we have any trans girls watching right now? We have almost 300 people watching right now, which, awesome. We just started the stream like 30 minutes ago, and we've already got almost 300 people watching. That's pretty poggers. We got some trans girls watching? Alright. Nice. Type 1, if before you came out as trans, you found any excuse to dress up like a girl, ironically. That's a fair amount of ones right there. Let's,
She's citing a 10-year-old picture from a children's book.
Ha! I'm not surprised, wife material. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I really appreciate it, my friend. Contra said she did that? Yeah, I know. That's where I heard it from, and it seems to be extremely fucking common. A professional egg and ironic cross-dressing is absolutely the first step. Exactly. So you can make the case that maybe they're eggs, but as long as they aren't identifying as a different gender than the one they were assigned at birth, they're not technically trans yet until they start identifying as it. I don't think people saying, huh, these people that go, like, ironically dress up like girls and find any excuse to ironically dress up as girls might be eggs. There's a possibility of that. I don't think that's the same as what she's describing here.
Whenever reactionaries say stuff like this, they mean like 5-3 like Twitter posts.
That's true, Bernie Santanista. Thank you for the $5. They do just like to bring up, like, a Twitter post with 3 likes. And oh shit, you guys are...
Ferris is trans. 3 things as proof. Also may aside FTW.
Thank you, Comrade Moody, for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate it. Okay, is this actual proof that the character is trans? Ferris, now 16, was a firm believer in the power of a person's will and faith. If you kept believing, surprising things could happen. For example, she could have developed a secondary sexual characteristics long ago and... Oh, okay. So this is from the book of the anime? Alright. We no longer dead name Ferris in this house. No longer. And Micklesad, thank you once again for another $10. Says JK about watching anime. Most of it treats trans people as the butt of the jokes, villains, aliens, or a mix of all of them. Yeah, it seems to be pretty common in media. The idea, like a lot of the general population sees the idea of a trans woman specifically as like scary or worrying, and so you see them usually take up the role of some antagonistic force or character. But I really do appreciate the $10, Mickelsad. Very appreciated. Let's continue.
trans yet. And so they start to put pressure on these guys to come out as something that they're actually not. Don't believe me? Well, I've been able to find quite a few tweets that kind of build my point some.
Knew it! We knew it! We called it! Who called it? Who was it? Bernie Sandinista, it was you. You're the one who called it. You're the one that called that it would be 3 to 5 Twitter posts. Ah, fuck. Ah, shit, you called it.
What?
Kudos. Oh my god. It has 2 likes and 7 responses. It's a post from a fucking nobody that got ratioed. That got a, like, what is that? Like a fucking, a 2 to 7 ratio. What? Is this like a, so this is what they mean by quite a few trans activists pushing this. Fuck. Kudos to you, Bernie Sandinista, you called it.
Also, if you want a treasure trove of bad femboy made anti-trans content, Dimitri Monroe is a prime example.
Damn, Bernie Sandinista, you dropping mad stacks this stream. Thanks for the $5 super chat, and I'll actually probably look into that. I appreciate it, my friend. Alright.
To the femboys who plague this world, why don't you just do gender reassignment surgery? The only reason they don't call
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, look at that. 1 like again, but also I think I know who this person is. Oh no! I think this person follows me on Twitter. Wait. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, Cursed E. This is I don't feel like Cursed E is like... Wait, I can't show Twitter on stream. I follow too many NSFW accounts here. Hold on a second. Give me a moment. I don't feel like Cursed E is dumb enough to have like a bad take on this. Like, like that femboys are trans women or something. Hold on. I feel like... Wait, she doesn't follow me anymore. Is she like a wokelet now? She's got blonde hair now. Wait, hold on. What? Okay, all I know is that I recognize the profile picture, chat. I had to show it. All right, let us continue.
call themselves trans yet is because
Ava, it's all they do, Lamau. The only reason they don't call themselves trans yet is because they're cowardly and transphobic enough to fool themselves into thinking they're just a femboy on HRT for the aesthetics, haha. Genuinely sitcom material, TBH. So for starters, 1 like. Another thing, this is a response to another tweet. Would you like to guess that maybe this is talking about an overarching discussion, not about just femboys? Because I feel like there's more to this than we're talking about. Maybe talking about the Nazi femboys that say that being trans is degenerate, and yet they still are on HRT and dress like women, ironically. Do we feel comfortable saying that something's being...
MAAAAYOCIDE. Keep up the good work, brother.
Damn, Natty Ice Life, thanks for the tier 1 sub, I appreciate it, buddy. Oh, Cindy, you're hitting me up with the fucking info. I saw that. It's out of context. I thought so. Okay, so we're going to assume this is like talking about a completely different topic, and this chick is just clipping it out of context. Okay, cool. And even if it wasn't being clipped like grossly out of context, it has 1 fucking like, dude. 1 like. Is that really what we're freaking out about right now? A 1 like Twitter post?
because they're cowardly and transphobic enough to fool themselves into thinking they're just fanboy on HRT for the aesthetics, genuine sitcom material, TBH. Pro tip, if you're questioning...
Oh, we got one with more than like a 1 like here. We got one with 7,694. Pro tip, if you're questioning your gender for more than a week or 2, it probably means you're not cis. Cis people usually don't need to convince themselves they're actually their assigned gender. Yeah, this is pretty true. Wait, we agree with this, right? If you're questioning your gender for a prolonged period of time, you're probably not cis. I mean, personally, I'm cis, and I've never questioned my gender identity, but, like, I'm pretty sure cis people don't go weeks questioning their gender identity. Wait, what? This isn't in any way unreasonable. Oh yeah, the other one was about the Nazi femboy on Twitter who was on HRT and changed their name. Ha! Nice. Of course it is. Oh wait, did you actually find it? Wait, okay. Xander Hall, look at this. Is this related? If it's unrelated, I'm mad. That kind of thinking kept me in the closet for longer than I should have been, even with my dysphoria. Same here. Not following your arbitrary gender norms is just being trans in denial isn't a woke take. Ha! Oh my god. So even in the post from the same, these are the same person. Even the post that she's showing on screen right now, they say that the take that she's trying to strawman them into having isn't a good take. Okay. Nice. Oh my god, these people. I love it, because with reactionaries like this, they always lie. They're either too dumb to realize that they're wrong, or they're smart enough to know that they're wrong, and they're lying about it. And if you're willing to go out and do the looking and, like, dig into their claims enough, you'll always find that they're lying. It's the same thing with PragerU, where if we spent an entire stream dissecting every single thing that a PragerU video said, we could find every single lie that they tell, because it's nothing but lies. Even in the sources that they quote, there's a reason why they don't put them in the description. They show sources on the bottom left part of the screen in their videos, the PragerU ones, whenever they make a claim, but they never put them in the description, so you have to type out the fucking link that they put in the bottom of the screen, all, like, faded and barely visible and transparent. And once you go to the actual source they're citing, it says the exact opposite of what they're saying it does. And they'll never put it in the description, because then it's easy. You can just click on the video or click on the link. Ah, god, reactionaries always lie.
Questioning your gender for more than a week or two, it probably means you're not cis. Cis people usually don't need to convince themselves they're actually their assigned gender. Obviously, there's a good portion of femboys who are cis. Nope. Everyone who is a femboy is just an advanced egg. They're trans girls and non-binary people really far into denial.
That was a 4-like tweet, by the way. I just like to point that out. This is obviously a bad take here. 4-like tweet from a nobody account on Twitter. This person is a nobody. Guess what? Being trans or progressive doesn't make you a smart person by default. You can still say dumb shit like this. I do not deny the existence of dumb people like this being a thing. This person exists. They're wrong and dumb. But this is not like an epidemic in the trans community. This is a nobody account with 4 likes on their tweet. Let's be real here.
People really far into denial. If you wear female clothes all day, every day, not hidden, not under male clothes, you have some soul searching to do. You have soul searching to do because if you are living that way, there are laws that protect your right to do so. By those laws on the actual books in real life, you are transgender. Those laws protect your...
I like how these tweets don't even have a single like. There's not a single one. This is from September 2nd, 2019. When did this video come out? How old is this video? April 7th, 2020. These are like 8-month-old tweets. These are like 7 or 8-month-old tweets. And the only other, and it wasn't even ratioed. The only other comment was their second comment they did below it. They have 0 likes. What? How are you going to say this is like an epidemic in the trans community when you've got no massive trans figures, no prominent trans figures making these claims, and not even ones with like a following? Like the one tweet that she showed that had like a significant amount of likes wasn't even a bad take. It was just an objectively, I shouldn't say objectively, but just a completely rational, non-issue take.
Alright,
They look like tweets from compilations and not her screenshots because of how some names are blurred and others aren't. Yeah, I feel like she probably pulled this off of r/gendercritical or something. This is actually really common on there. I'm surprised. Hold on. You guys want to see a fucking, Do you guys want to see an absolute fucking hell site? Oh god. Go to r/gendercritical. Somehow not on quarantine. This is the TERF subreddit. This is the official TERF subreddit. They love posting memes like this on here and just talking about how much they hate trans people. Gender critical lesbian only selfie subreddit. Please help. Top surgery erases women with small breasts. The myth of the real self. Men talk like they are tweeting. Those who write. So it's basically a subreddit about hating men and trans women. That's basically all it is. And you also have r/LGBT or LGB, drop the T, which is basically basically Blair White light. It's basically lesbian, gay, bisexual people who want to ostracize trans people from the LGBT community. Basically the same thing they did during Stonewall, the Stonewall riots, where the Stonewall riots were actually started by trans people, trans women specifically, if I remember correctly. But the movement itself ostracized trans people because they felt they could sell the validity of gay, lesbian, and bisexual people to the general public easier than they could sell the validity of trans people. And so this is basically the remnants of that. And oddly enough, the trans community, or I should say the true scums and trans meds and whatnot, so a small contingent of the trans community, are doing the exact same thing now with non-binary people. They feel like it's easier to sell the general population on binary gender identities as opposed to non-binary gender identities. So they're like, nope, non-binary people, fuck you, you're not part of our movement. See, hey, cis bigots, hey, listen, we're cool, look how well we passed with those non-binary people, look at them, we can make fun of them all day, look, they think there's more than two genders, isn't that ridiculous? Ha, pee-pee means you're a boy and the vagina means you're a girl, am I right? That's basically what's happening. Huh, love to see it.
We fought for them, you're welcome. Obvious egg, I might be trans. Femboyfriend, no, I'm not trans and neither are you. Me, an enlightened NB. Actually, you're both trans.
1 like. This one also has 3 likes. Are we just gonna... Wait, is this whole video just going through screenshots? Holy shit, it is. Alright, let's chill.
Not only that, a lot of the femboys will get accused of internalized transphobia. I'll never understand why they just can't accept it. Internalized transphobia screaming from the rooftops. And those who
Wait, I can't even see... Like, wait, it doesn't even show... What... Why would she use this example? God, people that have this bio, femboy, trap, not trans, 23 months, HRT, not mentally ill, really have underlying issues. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Wait, are we actually taking issue with this tweet? Are we actually taking... Are we really taking issue with this tweet? I'm sorry, but if you have femboy, and then the male, like, symbol, trap, not trans, though! Also, I've been on HRT for 23 months, and not mentally ill, which the implication there is that I'm not trans, thus not mentally ill, thus they think trans people are mentally ill, and thus have some negative implication or negative association of being a trans woman along with being, you know, with mental illness or something. And so they're like, this is obviously not a problematic tweet. And then a response from somebody that we can't see because the account owner limits who could view their tweets, and then their response, internalized transphobia screaming from the rooftops. I'm going to imagine that whoever responded to this was one of those, like, Nazi femboys that that Nick Fuentes likes to fuck. So, you know, I don't take issue with this one.
from the rooftops. And those who really speak out against this and try and stress the fact that no, they are guys, do sometimes end up getting outright removed.
Mass reporting someone that doesn't want to transition / doesn't see themselves as trans, again, toxic LGBT community showing they have a shit ton of unnecessary power on this hell site. I never want to see people say this, that this never fucking happens again. So their name is Avi the Trap. Do you want to guess that's not what happened? I can't know for a fact because the account is banned or was mass reported off of Twitter, but usually if you actually get banned, you did something that is Twitter TOS. Even me, who's been mass reported and banned off of Twitter tons of times, I got banned off Twitter for saying that TERFs should get the Nerf dart in Minecraft, which is, to be fair, not exactly a very good dog whistle for saying TERFs should be executed in a firing squad. So I did break Twitter TOS and got banned. Usually, even if you're getting mass reported, it's for you're getting banned by Twitter itself for a reason. Like, it has to be thousands of reports still for Twitter to just block or to ban you for no reason. She's the one who made the meme in the thumbnail. She's the one who made the meme in the thumbnail. Wait, Abby the Trap? This person?
I would bet my left lung that didn't happen.
Same, Bernie Sandinista. Reactionaries always lie. I appreciate the $2, my friend. I have no idea who this person is. Probably irrelevant, but I'm gonna guess this isn't what happened.
From social media, such as this post back in August, mass reporting someone that doesn't want to transition, doesn't see themselves as trans. Again,
the person shown here, they made the thumbnail of the video. Neat.
Toxic LGBT community showing they have a shit ton of unnecessary power on this hell site. I never want to see people say that.
Wait, did she just stumble over her words? Okay, Vosh says this all the time when like scripted, edited videos have like a stumble in them. Hey, this is prepared content. You can edit it. You can do another take if you stumble over your words to make it sound professional. I can't do that. I'm live. I'm doing this live right now, and I myself barely stumble over my words. The fuck are you doing?
That this never happens ever again. Or how about this one? He is angry that trans people bully him for being a feminine man, but trans people should.
Tough scene. One day, when eventually I'm sure we'll see a tweet that I disagree with that has more than like 10 likes. Hey, Nickelsat with another $15. Holy shit. There are only 2 genders, nerf for nothing. True. Holy shit. Can I get some truers in chat? Any truers in chat? Because that's pretty true. Nerf for nothing are the 2 genders.
Bully him more for being an actual terrible person. Disappointed that people like him aren't the ones being pushed towards suicide. So why is this so controversial? I mean, I thought the whole idea behind the trans movement was to accept people.
Jesus Christ, you Britbongers have socialized medicine, don't you? Does that not include, like, braces and care for your teeth? Are there any Britbongers in chat? Can you confirm this for me? Does it not cover teeth? No, it doesn't? Okay, well, specifically no dental. You guys need to get on top of that. Guys, do a fucking revolution already, so you Britbongers cannot have teeth that look like a fucking barbed wire fence. I feel like I could I feel like if my arm brushed across her face in a non-violent manner, of course, I wouldn't be like backhanding or anything. That her snaggle teeth would like cut open my arm like a piece of broken glass or something in a junkyard. I'd probably get tetanus too. I'm gonna call you out a little here, kind of ableist on the don't stumble over your words. Not everyone finds making sound as easy as everyone else. Okay, I can't pronounce your name because it's just a jumble of letters and numbers or whatever, but you're fucking stupid. I said this is prepared content. You can edit and redo another take. Like, the fuck are you talking about? Yes, it covers dentistry until the age of 25. What are you numpties on about? Oh, okay. Alright, never mind. Yeah, it does cover dental. Okay, people lying in chat. Awesome, love it. It's the same in Canada. It is seen as cosmetic. Well, no, we know it's not true in the UK. Alright, cool. That wasn't ableist, by the way. Saying that she should do another take because she was stumbling over her words when she does a prepared format and I do a live format is not ableist. I'm sorry, but, like, listen. I'll let you guys say that, that me saying retard is ableist. I'll even let you say that me saying brain dead, troglodyte, smooth brain, or brainworms is ableist, okay? But I'm not gonna let you say that me saying if you're making prepared content, you should do another take if you're stumbling over your words, is ableist. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna let you guys get away with that. That's fucking stupid.
People as who they are. Somebody who is a femboy or a trap is just a guy who wants to be as feminine as possible, but he's still happy with being a guy. Him being that way, regardless of his reasons for doing so, he might just want to do it for fun. Maybe it's a sexual thing.
Literally no one disagrees with this. You like the tweets. Okay, you literally showed. We're speeding up the video. I'm balding. Well, it isn't covered at all in Canada, at least then. Alright, good meme. Alright, let's continue.
Who really cares if they're not?
Wait, yo, I want a Xander mug from the shop. Where's it at? Salty Ace, it is in the description. I believe we have mugs. Hold on, let me check. We'll take a brief brain break from this lady's, unfucking avoidable stupidity. Give me a moment. 305 viewers, that's pretty pog. Yeah, in the description of the stream,
So that's pretty
309
fun.
now. Alright. Give me a moment. Right here, merch. Streamlabs.com/merch. Let's get a look at it. Wait, is that it? Wait, did I only do a shirt and a baseball cap? I thought I made mugs. No, I know for a fact I made mugs. I could have sworn that I made mugs. Guys, I'll get to that later, okay? You guys will be able to join the Xander Hall Mug Club after today's stream, okay? But if you're interested in getting some merch, you can get that. It disappeared? Because I know for a fact there was mugs. I know I made a mug. Can I have a moment of your time to teach you some stuff on ableism? No, thank you. Alright. Whatever. Let's continue. We're speeding it up. We're speeding up the video. Literally every example of tweets that she showed so far were either just not incorrect tweets that I have no issue with that did have likes, and the ones that I did have issue with had like 5 to 0 likes. Or got like insanely ratioed.
Not harming anyone, right? Well, it seems to be that trans activists feel very threatened by their own existence, some of which claim that words like trap are openly transphobic, even though they actually have nothing to do with
Yes, they are. You cannot even begin to make the case that the word trap is not overwhelmingly used as a pejorative slur for trans people, specifically trans women. You cannot even, like, if you're being honest, you can't even start to make that argument without being dishonest, okay? You cannot make that case.
trans women. A trap refers to an incredibly feminine guy who looks like a girl. Okay, it's part of a trope of you were tricked into having sex with them, but they are still a guy. They're very different to a trans woman. And on top of that, a lot of traps actually look incredibly feminine and do a much better job at passing than, say, your average trans activist. But I don't think that it's...
I really don't like this lady. I would love to debate her. This bitch is a fucking cunt. She literally goes out of her, like, this lady, like, this bitch, this cunt. I need to find more gendered slurs to throw at her. Literally goes out of her way to shame trans women who don't pass and says they aren't valid. Like, you know how Blair White will do it sort of in a sly way, where she'll dog whistle it, or she'll like just show, like she did this to Jaina Rose, right, where she showed a video of her like early on in transition in a video to silence her and then send her audience to like go bully her off of YouTube and get her mass reported and banned off of it. Like, Blair White will do it very subtly. This lady literally goes out of her way to shame and devalue trans women that don't put enough effort into passing, or just says that they aren't valid, don't pass if they or aren't valid as trans women or as women if they don't pass. And I guarantee, even still, if I were to drill her down on it, I could get her to admit that even she isn't technically a woman, because that's what they all believe. Like, they all actually believe this. Careful, she's gonna pull a Scarcella on you because you called her a cunt. Oh, fuck her, she's a stupid cunt. Cunt, fuck her. Also, I'm pretty sure she's trans, right? Am I wrong? I'm pretty sure she's trans. Right? Am I wrong? We gonna ignore the teeth? I can't. I bullied her over the teeth multiple times. We're not ignoring the teeth. Oh, God. Holy shit. Mr. Jorosco with the $25. God damn. I'll double this amount if you manage to debate Fuentes on stream and ask him the following. How does 10 hours of catboy sex help you win the culture war? Well, anyway, keep up the good work, comrade. Yeah, so basically, this is the problem with debating Nick Fuentes, and I really do appreciate the donation. This is the problem with debating Nick Fuentes. We have two issues, okay? So for starters, I don't know if he would debate me at my current size. Maybe once I get to 50k. Around 50k is when Fuentes showed some interest in debating Vosh. So I'm going to say around 50k there's a chance. However, two, Nick Fuentes doesn't debate. That's why he won't debate Vosh, because Vosh said, no, I'm not just going to come onto your stream and have you call me a pedophile for an hour. You have to give me a position that you want to defend, and then we'll debate. And there has to be a moderator. You can even choose the moderator as long as it's not like the kill stream or something. And he has refused to debate Vosh by those terms so far. He won't defend a position. All Nick does when he debates, we've seen this, is just call whoever he's debating a pedophile. So, if I do end up debating Nick Fuentes, all it will be is an hour-long screaming match of me calling him a closeted gay catboy lover, him calling me a pedophile leftist, and then me retorting by saying, How do your boogers taste, Nick? How do they taste? Are you picking your nose right now on stream? Whoop! I need to bring up your stream right now to make sure you're not picking your nose and eating your boogers. We all know you love your boogers, Booger Nick. Do you like the boogers the cat boys like to fuck, Booger Nick? It'll basically that for like an hour, just me and him going back and forth that. So I mean, if that's something you want to see, then I suppose we can. But I don't know. Maybe when I hit 50K.
So much the jealousy there, but more that of control. Trans activists have set up this umbrella as a way of getting everybody into the same space, and when groups like to do that, they like to control the way in which people think. When you have a group that ultimately queers their own definitions of queer, they're not going to stand for it, because they're an outlier, and it just so happens to be that a lot of femboys are traps. Also are quite edgy as well. But what's really interesting is the femboy...
We're not talking about edgy femboys, we're talking about legit Nazis. I mean, there's Lolly Socks, is like the example I can think of off the top of my head, you know, the Nick Fuentes catboy that, you know, has either... Well, I assume because he's like a femboy catboy, he probably likes getting fucked by Nick Fuentes. Who knows, though? Maybe Nick Fuentes is the bottom of that relationship. Can we do a poll? Hey, chat, do we have anybody here capable of making a poll? I want to see. Who thinks Lolly Socks is the bottom and Nick Fuentes is the top? Who do you think is the top in the relationship? I'm curious. One in chat if you think it's Nick Fuentes. Two if you think it's Lolly Socks. I'm very curious. Who do you think is the top? Ooh, people think it's actually Lolly Socks. Nick is a bottom? Maybe. Monka, Okay, let's continue.
Movement, so to speak, is taken up the place of more traditional groups like crossdressers. Years ago, crossdressers would have made out that they are not trans women, they are not women, they are just guys who want to dress up as women. I remember a very specific Eddie Izzard skit from years ago where he talked about being out for a drink and there was a guy laughing at him.
Wait, is this really the rest of the video? She's just going to continue to go against this straw man? Is that really what this is? Just her arguing against a straw man? That's the rest of this video, isn't it? That's all the rest of this video is. It's just her arguing against a straw man. Why should I watch the rest of this if it's just her arguing a straw man?
You have a movement telling them that no, they're not allowed to do that without calling themselves trans.
There is no movement doing this. There is no movement saying that femboys aren't allowed to be... Like, this isn't happening. You brought up, like, 4 tweets, and they all had, like, 2 to 3 likes, and the ones that didn't have that many, that had more... Oh, this one, she even cuts out how many likes there are, so I can't see. Tomboys are the grossest fucking aesthetic ever. Either transition to male or step out. This is unironically not a take that the trans community has. What the fuck is this? Can I get a debate with this bitch? Hey, cunt, bitch. If you feel like you can accurately defend these positions, debate me on stream. Do it. I dare you. I fucking dare you. I fucking dare you. That person is probably a transphobe? Yeah, probably. Yeah, no. This chick better fucking debate me. Hold on, does she have Twitter? I want to see. I'm not saying you should brigade her Twitter or anything. Obviously, I would never imply that you should brigade someone's Twitter. But if you were interested in seeing me debate her, maybe you should politely ask her if she would be interested in having an on-screen debate with the one, the only Xander Hall. Perhaps Pepe.